Мига, здравствуйте, вы нас слышите, видите? Do you hear us? Do you see us?
Здравствуйте, да, я тут. Вы меня слышите?
Да, мы вас слышим. Попробуйте включить камеру.
Сейчас
Здравствуйте.
я найду место для... Может, можно будет тихое место найду, сейчас посижу.
Ага, просто чтобы...
С камерой уже не... Меня слышно хорошо, да?
Да, слышно вас
Отлично.
прекрасно. Угу.
Отлично.
Угу. Оля, привет.
Так, где мы? Где я? Здравствуйте. Так, пока у нас нет трансляции, или у нас уже идет трансляция?
Ты знаешь, кто-то, гости уже
Угу. Так, у меня пауза. Кто у нас не присоединился из студентов? Катя, я вас не слышу. Катя, кто у нас из студентов не присоединился еще?
Все присоединились, только кроме у нас нет фасны.
Угу, хорошо, сейчас.
Да.
Dear ladies, maybe we can start in 1 minute.
Sure, yeah. Yeah. Countdown.
Countdown.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's 4 p.m. in Jakarta.
Yeah, 4 p.m. Jakarta, 12 at noon Moscow time, and then 5 p.m. Singapore for you, Katerina.
Yeah, thanks so much. Yeah.
Okay, dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome, and also esteemed participants on Zoom. Good afternoon, everyone. And then welcome back to the second installment of our enlightening webinar series. So the theme is the Bridging Science and Society, Women in Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math, Driving Global Solutions. So I'm Irina from Indonesia. And once again, I have a pleasure of being your moderator today, engaging discussion. Alongside me are our co-moderator, the dynamic Ekaterina Guzarova and Olga Burkalova. The heartfelt thank you also goes to our Zoom operator, Professor Dr. Jarot, who continues to ensure the seamless experience for us all. In our first session on August 7, Girls in STEM Shaping the Future was theme that we have done. We laid the foundation for a critical conversation on empowering young women to enter and excel the STEM fields. Today, we take a step further by focusing on the impact women in STEM can have on bridging the gap between science and society. As we know, STEM is not just about equations and experiments. It's about leveraging knowledge to solve real-world problems and also drive global solutions. As a passionate advocate for STEM and an active member of the Indonesia Nuclear Society, HIMNI, and then also belong to the Indonesian National Research and Innovation, I'm committed to fostering a vibrant community where women can thrive in this field. Through HIMNI initiative and our collaboration with Women in Nuclear Russia under the big umbrella of the International Council for Women in Technology and Industry, we continue to expand our global reach, bringing together thought leaders from 11 countries to share knowledge, experience, and best practices. Today's theme, as I mentioned before, is the Bridging Science and Society. Women in STEM driving global solutions reflect the urgent need for the multidisciplinary approach to tackle the complex challenges facing our world today, from climate change to public health, energy sustainability to digital innovation. Women in STEM are the forefront, pioneering solutions that have the potential to transform our societies and improve life. In this session, we will hear from distinguished speakers as usual, who are not only experts in their field, but also role models, of course, for women aspiring to make the difference through STEM. They will share their stories of breaking through barriers, driving change, and making science accessible and applicable to society's needs. Their insight, of course, will guide us in understanding how to build bridge between the scientific and community and the wider public, of course, ensuring that scientific advancements are understood, embraced, and implemented effectively. Our goal today is to explore how we can empower for more women to contribute their unique perspective to these global challenges. We aim to foster the culture of innovation. This is not easy one. Inclusivity and also resiliency, where every woman feels supported in her journey in STEMs. So let's dive into our session. We are having three speakers. Yeah, we are. This is and then before we start, of course, we will very pleased to introduce our three distinguished speakers who will each have 10 minutes to share their inspiring journeys in STEM and how they have balanced their professional careers with their commitments to society. For the first speaker, we will ask the uh, Sihem Jebri Landowski. She is coming from Tunisia. So the mic is yours for 10 minutes.
We don't hear you. Sorry, your mic is off.
Oh, still muted.
Yeah.
The mic.
Okay.
Mic. Okay.
Okay, great. You can hear me now?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Great. I will share my screen with you.
Yeah.
Or the presentation.
Mm-hmm.
Host disabled participant screen sharing. It's written here. Host disabled participant screen sharing.
Oh, really?
Yes. Okay, now it's okay.
Uh-huh.
Share.
Yeah.
Okay. It's I'm sorry. It worked. Let's see. Wait. You can see my screen now?
Let me.
Is it okay? Okay. Yes?
No, not yet.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Now we see. Yeah. Now
Okay.
everything works
Great.
perfectly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I see gentlemen here. So, good morning, good afternoon. It depends on your location. So, it's with a great pleasure that I'm participating today in this webinar about girls in STEM and key success factor. I begin with introducing myself. Well, I'm Sihem Jebri Landolsi. I am a member, I am an assistant professor and a researcher in the National Center for Nuclear Sciences and Technologies. Currently, I'm a member of the lab project, Water and Food Safety Use of Nuclear Techniques through Food Chain. And I'm involved in several national and international projects as a member or as a PI, principal investigator. And I work with a team, mainly of girls and ladies, who focuses on the nexus of environment, agri-food industry, and public health using a One Health approach. So I am a daughter, a wife, and a mother of two kids, a boy and a girl. My son is 10 years old and my daughter is 7 years old. They are studying at a primary school. And in this talk, I will share with you my vision about how to make a balance between career development and my personal life. So first of all, to reach, everyone has its own goal, a professional goal or personal goals. So to reach my own goals, first of all, I had to be sure that my objectives are attainable. And we have to set SMART goals. SMART is S for specific goals. It's specific for every person has its own goals. It should be measurable. For researcher, we measure our how to reach our goals by number of papers, for example, published papers, or numbers of projects in which we are involved, and a number of mentored students. And these goals, professional goals, must be achievable within my area of expertise, and it should be relevant to improve my position, my career, and it must be time-based or time-bound. So to create a plan for success, in my vision, we should assess our SMART goals. In which step are we to remain focused and identify our strength and our weaknesses, and we should be frightened from our weaknesses. We should just develop them, okay? So sometimes some of our goals seem to be not achievable in the near future, so it should be classified and adjusted to adjust priorities. Of course, we are a mother, a daughter, or a researcher, so it depends on your priorities in that time, and depending on your duties as a mother or wife or researcher. We should not be ashamed to ask help from other people, and to share our thoughts and concerns, or even our duties with our colleagues, with our family members, to help us reach our goals smoothly and with, of course, less sacrifices. So concerning my scientific journey, which is a little bit long, my scientific journey began in 2002. I had my bachelor degree in experimental sciences. Then I had my my technician diploma in medical biotechnologies in 2005. In 2010, I had my master degree in microbiology, and at the same time, I worked as a secondary and a primary school teacher to be financially independent. Then I had my PhD in bioengineering in 2015, and at the same time, I gave birth to my first child, Salim, and it took me some time to get the balance between my duty as a mother to raise my child, of course, and finishing my PhD research activities along with my job as a teacher. I just want to mention that my ex-position as a primary school teacher and secondary school teacher helped me a lot, especially in further in my communication with the students and the pedagogy of teaching students. Okay, then in 2016, I get my current position as an assistant and a researcher at the CNSTN, at the National Center for Nuclear Sciences and Technology. So I achieved one of my goals, and of course, because women are very demanding and very ambitious, I set other goals for the future related to my professional career. So to improve my skills, I try to be involved in trainings, in workshops, try to new professional experiences, and I try to be involved more and more in national and international projects, and being part of association. So adjusting my area of expertise also, and being multidisciplinary or multi-topics is one of the success factors. My research activities are around different topics, as you can see here, within the field of microbiology. I work on food, water, and environment microbiology. At first, at my PhD, I worked on microbial source tracking and new indicators for microbiology quality of water. Then I worked on bacteriophages. Now I'm working on antibiotic resistance. So we change of our area of expertise and try to be multidisciplinary. It's good for us to fulfill and to develop our career. Then likewise, I was member of many projects as a member of our PI. It helped us gaining visibility in the scientific community worldwide. And afford us personal, of course, satisfaction when we meet other people in the world and talk with them and exchange experiences. Okay, let's not forget about the associative life and benefits from being member of associations like We in Tunisia. I'm a member of We in Tunisia. We benefit from networking with other people like now, and in the same field and in other fields. And we combine strengths of all members of the association to achieve bigger goals globally, of course. So these are pictures of the celebration of some milestones in my career with colleagues all over the world, in Netherlands, in Tunisia, in Egypt, in Vienna as well. And finally, we should create a harmonious blend of ambitions and personal fulfillment to get a balance between our career development and our personal life. Okay, I finished my talk. It was a little bit quick. I want to thank members of my family, especially my mother and my husband. Thanks to my kids as well. And I want to thank microbiology team members at the CNSN, at the National Center for Nuclear Sciences and Technologies, and as well members, girls and ladies, members of We in Tunisia. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sihem. Very amazing one.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have to save our time. So the second speaker, please, Irina from Russia.
Hello, everybody. Do you hear me well?
Yeah. Can you make a full screen?
Full screen?
Yes.
It's, but it looks like full screen.
In the bottom right one.
Это
Just beside the volume.
Слайд-шоу. Вот попробуйте слайд-шоу.
Yeah, slideshow.
I think you should put it full screen, then share it. This is what I did.
Так.
Вы видите, вот там вот то, что мы видим, слайд-шоу.
Я не вижу слайд-шоу.
Не видите? Вот смотрите, там файл, главная вставка, вот прям вот эта вот верхняя строчка: рисование, конструктор, переходы, анимация и слайд-шоу. Видите?
Да, у меня закрывает это, я не вижу. Все, вижу. Сейчас.
Давайте попробуем. Да, и вот прям, да, и первое вот сначала, то есть, во.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Все.
Да, прекрасно, спасибо.
Thanks a lot. Sorry for some delay. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude for the invitation to the organizational committee to participate in this very interesting seminar. Rather interesting for me because it is unusual. Typically, it is in science, but this is about life. And let me share with you today my thoughts about key success factors which lead everybody to success. I cannot move now. What's up? So I have selected several criteria for as a success factors. When we are talking about success as terminology, it is considered by different people differently. For example, what does success means for oligarchs? Typically, it means to occupy place number 1 in the Forbes list. For students, it might be passing exams. For entrepreneur, it could be establishment of small enterprise. But even for the same person's life, success criteria might be different. As an example, we have a very eminent, outstanding sportsman whose name is Roman Kostomarov. He used to be a champion of Olympic Games with gold medal in figure skating. It was 10 years ago, but recently, about 2 years ago, he had a very severe operations, and his both legs and both arms were cut. And what does success means for him now? It means just to move and to make very simple activities without anybody's assistance. And he has managed to do it. It's really success from my point of view. It is even more remarkable in comparison with gold medal in Olympic Games. He started not only to walk, but also to dance and even to practice figure skating. It's something very outstanding. If we look at the successful people, what is common among all of them? There are several factors which unite all of these people. First of all, it's professionalism. Don't get tired of learning throughout your life. And be curious, inquisitive in all areas of science, not only in your main profession, because it would be very helpful for multidisciplinary activities. Time management is the second factor, which is also critical because this is a irreplaceable resource and it has to be managed effectively. The third factor is communication skills. If you are interested in people sincerely, you would be able to install long-term relationships. If you are interested in them just like for your business, it would be short-term relationships. But the most preferable, of course, it's long-term relationships. In this case, you could establish a partnership with your partners for a long period, and it would be definitely very successful when you understand each other very well. And be grateful to your colleagues and especially to your teachers, because as Vietnamese proverb says, when you drink water, remember its source. And one more, determination, ambitions. Be ambitious. Don't believe people who say that it's impossible. Make impossible possible. And don't be afraid to lose. And there are two other factors which are not mandatory for your career development, but if you have them, it would be very beneficial and very valuable for your life. I mean, first of all, support and love of your family is the greatest value, definitely. And your health and health of your loved ones, also very, very important for your career. As for mentorship, it's also not very critical. If you are lucky to have a relevant mentor, it's very good for your career. But don't be confused with protectionism. And if you don't have a mentor, it doesn't mean that you wouldn't be able to develop your career successfully. I will give you some examples of my own life related to each of these factors. I graduated from Moscow State University Chemistry Department, PhD in chemistry. After that, graduated from Moscow Institute for International Affairs. I did on-the-job training at Center for Applied Microbiology and Research at Kammer in Portendown. Also at 4 pharmaceutical plants in the United States, graduated Lavanium Management School in Belgium, and just recently, finished my e-learning course at IAEA, And this is non-stop, and it has to be continued during all life. As for communication skills, the most fruitful relationships are installed typically at the university. We keep our relationships with classmates for many, many years because we have the same background, we work in similar areas, and we would be very helpful to each other. I did projects in 20 countries and visited more than 50 countries all over in the world. And here you see just some examples. My meeting with Tony Blair at the UK embassy when I did a project in the UK, also organizing training for my staff in France, establishing joint venture in Vietnam, making technology transfer of human recombinant insulin from Russia to Egypt, and working in WHO, World Health Organization. You see, it's a multinational team, American, Japanese, Russian, Argentinian, Chinese, and Indian. And if you do a lot of job in one country, for example, with Egypt, I worked for 8 years, and I established very strong relationships with many eminent families, especially in diplomatic area and in healthcare. So it would allow, and I still keep in contacts with all of these people, and it allowed me to make a very successful project for Swiss company many years later, 15 years later, after leaving the pharmaceutical company in Egypt. Within 1 week, I established a market entry strategy for a Swiss company, Swiss pharmaceutical company. And everybody who has an experience working in Arab countries knows that this is extremely fast because typically it takes a lot of time. Communications and presentation skills typically go hand in hand. Here just some examples of my presentation at IAEA in China, in Egypt, in St. Petersburg, and others. For 17 years, I worked in strategic consulting at American company. No, it's a multinational company, Booz Allen Hamilton. And it allowed me to work in different industries, not only in healthcare, in different countries and for different governments. For the United States, I led a project on biological weapon prevention proliferation program. For Japanese government, it was medical tourism. For Azeri government, it was mandatory health insurance introduction, and for the Russian government, oncological project and reimbursement, drug reimbursements, etc. But also I have a hobby, for example, automotive business. And consulting gave me an opportunity to work for 15 automotive manufacturers all over in the world. And mainly I led the project for Nissan localization of their plant in Russia. And of course, strategic consulting allowed me to develop management skills in different areas. It's strategy, leadership, operations, commercial, organization change, public healthcare, digital, everywhere. It gives you a lot of experience. As for time management, in my opinion, time management skills need to be developed from the young age. When I joined in my childhood, the new school, it was bullying in the beginning, and I was fighting with these people. And here you see, I'm here in the middle. We became all friends, but it was very difficult time. I was under strict control of my parents, especially my mom. 7 times a week I visited music school, I played basketball, and I tried to allocate more time for communication with my first love. And it was a very big motivator because he assisted me on the road from music school to my home. It took 20 minutes, and just to allocate 30 minutes instead of 20, I had to do a lot of management to develop management, time management. And so I believe that this is a very big driver. I graduated with excellence music school with gold medal my school, and I was winner in Olympiads in chemistry, biology, math, and physics, in parallel all of these activities. As for mentorship, as I have mentioned, it is not mandatory for you, but if you have mentor, a smart mentor, and who could give you good advices, it would be nice. In my case, we were rather friends than just mentor, because Rolf Ricker, it's a senior partner of Booz & Company. He didn't make a very big, significant impact in my career, but it was nice recommendations. And once more, your family is the biggest value of your life. Tomorrow, we shall celebrate our 49th anniversary of our wedding with my husband. And we have two sons, and they are adults now, and they are making their own career, not in healthcare, in different industries. And please take care of your family. And I just would like to finalize my speech about professionalism. We have developed master program at my alma mater, chemistry department of Moscow State University, master program on radiopharmaceutical chemistry in English. It was designed especially for foreign students, aiming to strengthen international cooperation. And there is an opportunity to gain a scholarship from IAEA named after Maria Curie Skłodowska for ladies who work in the nuclear industry. And you are invited to join this program 2 years in Moscow. If you are lucky to gain a scholarship, it will be free of charge. If not, it will be $12,000 for 2 years. And if you need any assistance, support, or help, please don't hesitate to contact me. Thank you very much for your kind attention. And here you could find my contacts. Please welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Irina.
Thank
Wow,
you.
so amazing of you. You're very, you are having a very amazing definition success of you. It's very amazing. Not everyone can do like you. Wow. Thank you so much. And then we are entering to the third speaker. She is coming from Indonesia. So the mic is yours, Nuri.
Thank you very much, Bugeni. I would like to share my slide. Hopefully it's up here. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Thank you, Bugeni. Good day, everyone. I would like to thank to the International Council of Women in Technology and Industry for inviting me and giving me the opportunity to share this Girl in STEM webinar. First of all, I'm Nuri Trianti. Currently, I'm a researcher at the Research Organization for Nuclear Energy, National Research and Innovation Agency, Republic of Indonesia. It is a great pleasure to meet you, all of you, even through an online media. And on this occasion, I would like to share my motivation for pursuing a career in the nuclear field and some experiences in pursuing a career as a woman in nuclear. So I obtained my bachelor's, master, and doctoral degree from the Physics Study Program, Bandung Institute of Technology, majoring in nuclear reactor physics. After graduating from the doctoral program, I started my career in nuclear reactor technology and safety by becoming a postdoctoral research fellow at the Nuclear Safety Research Center, Japan Atomic Energy Agency. Then in 2022, as I returned to Indonesia, I became a permanent researcher at BRIN until now. My current research interest is a neutronic and thermohydraulic couple calculation for design and safety analysis of small modular reactor. So STEM or science, technology, engineering, and mathematics is a field of science and expertise that can be pursued by anyone, both men and women. Each of us has the same potential to develop science and expertise in a STEM field. Equal participation and leadership of women in STEM could be increased along with the need for human resources at the field and the growth of the technology and innovation. Then why did I choose to become a nuclear researcher? There are several reasons that motivated me to become a nuclear researcher. The first reason is that nuclear science and engineering are universal. There are international institutions that lead the development of science and the application of nuclear engineering or atomic energy. The second reason is that nuclear technology hold high safety standard. High safety standard make us people who pursue research in the nuclear field more careful and vigilant. The third one is that I believe nuclear can be clean and sustainable energy source. Studies on life cycle analysis shows that nuclear is a low energy source in emitting greenhouse gases. And the next reasons that nuclear is not only useful as a new energy source, but also has a great potential to diagnosis and therapy in medical health industry. So speaking of nuclear as a promoter of sustainable development, nuclear energy is closely related to development global number 7, initiated by the UN, which is clean and affordable energy. Affordable energy will be able to reduce poverty and inequality, as well as support health, education, industry, and economic growth. Sustainable energy is also crucial to addressing climate change and ecosystem issues. In pursuing a career as a woman in nuclear, of course, it's not enough just follow formal and regular education in the college. Especially during my master and doctoral studies, I participated in various international activities ranging from conference and symposium and trainings. So in the following, I would like to show some of my experiences in participating in various activities related to my career journey. I attended the International Symposium and Seminar on Global Nuclear Human Resource Development on Safety, Security, and Safeguard in Japan back in 2015 and 2016. Through participating in these activities, I gained a lot of knowledge and experience, as well as extensive networking with many young and enthusiastic people who are also engaged in the nuclear field. Furthermore, my participation also sparked my horizon towards culture and social background diversity. And as a researcher, I'm fully aware that we do not stop learning when we have successfully obtained a doctorate degree. Therefore, I'm also thrilled to participate in training workshop. One of them was held in the Institute of Nuclear and New Energy Technology, INET, Tsinghua University in Xiamen, China, some time ago. And one of the important steps for me is in pursuing a career in nuclear field was to take a postdoctoral fellowship after I graduated from my doctoral program. I had the opportunity to become a postdoc researcher at the Severe Accident Research Group, Nuclear Safety Research Center, JEA. And there I conducted research on computational fluid dynamic analysis for hydrogen deflagration behavior using OpenFOAM in the nuclear reactor accident. And then as a nuclear researcher, we are inseparable from the global or international community, so that when we are needed to share views and experiences in particular field, we must be ready to contribute. The following is my experience when I was one of the speakers in the International Atomic Energy Agency Scientific Forum at the 67th regular session of the IAEA General Conference that held last year in the Vienna International Center, Austria. There, I delivered a presentation related to thorium as fuel for the nuclear reactor, along with other speakers from some countries, for example, Argentina, USA, Canada, Kairos, and so on. Recently, IAEA also gave me the opportunity to attend a conference on nuclear knowledge management and human resource development as a speaker. Being part of global community and exchanging experience are part of my motivation to participate in this conference. And as a researcher with solid expertise, we should also assist the education process of young people in the nuclear field. They are the ones that will grow in increasing the workforce in the nuclear science and engineering field. Currently, I'm mentoring students which are spread across several universities of 7 students. There are 5 of them women, and I'm very happy with those who are also enthusiastic about studying science in the STEM field. There are my students here as well attending on the Zoom. And then as part of the global scientific community, we must be also productive in disseminating the result of research and experiments into scientific paper publication. Publication of scientific paper is a moral obligation of researcher and has a role as a contribution to the global community. So here are several recent scientific paper publications, which are the result of collaboration with fellow researchers, both in brain and also in some university. I believe that the one of the key in research activity is collaboration. So in addition to being a researcher in STEM field, I'm also a wife and a mother. I'm grateful to be blessed with a lovely and supportive family, also a mutually constructive work environment. Furthermore, it is highly advised to take a break from the hectic pace of daily life to relax with your beloved family and friends. Yeah, for me, it is very important for sometimes take a break. And next, I will show the balancing life. The balancing life, especially when juggling the demands of a STEM career, can be challenging, but it is crucial for long-term success and well-being. So here are some strategies to help us achieve a healthy work-life balance, of course, in my opinions. So first, set clear priorities. As Sihem and Irina already mentioned, so set specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bonded. And also, we need to set goals for both our professional and personal life. This helps us focus on what truly matters and avoid unnecessary stress. And next, second is create routines. Establish a consistent daily routine that includes a time for work, family, self-care, and relaxation. And the third one is take break. Take regularly short break during work to rest and recharge. And then the fourth one is celebrate small wins. Acknowledge and celebrate small achievement, whether at work or home. This is boost the morale and help maintain a positive outlook. And the last but not least is collaboration. Collaboration can be incredibly effective for women in STEM who are striving to maintain a balancing between work and personal life, preserve psychological well-being, and also manage multiple roles. So at the end, I, along with the great speaker here, we have Bugani, Katerina, Olga is it here? Irina and Sihem invite especially the young generation of women around the world to take part and become leaders in the STEM field. And thank you very much for your attention and the opportunity. Of course, I'm open for further discussion. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Nuri. Don't forget to do exercise every day.
Sure, that's right. Yeah.
You have to adapt.
Thank you, Bugeni.
Thank you so much for the 3 speakers. Now we are entering to the students. We are having 5 students in here, and I will let each student to introduce themselves, yeah, one by one. In 2 minutes, yeah, please tell who you are and then what is your motivation for pursuing its STEM careers. So we will start with the Indonesian one. Lana, please, 2 minutes.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Gini, for the opportunity. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude for giving me the opportunity to speak today. A warm greeting to our distinguished speaker, our insightful moderator, and all the fellow students joining this International Council for Women in Technology and Industry. I truly appreciate the valuable insight and experience shared by the speaker, which give me the motivation to continue pursuing my path and STEM. My name is Lana Vida Dewani, and I'm currently a third-year information technology student at Gadjah Mada University, Yogyakarta. Now, I would love to share what motivated me to enter this exciting field. My journey into STEM started with my love for mathematics back in elementary school. I was also fascinated by a TV channel called Da Vinci Learning, which share a fun facts about science, a simple experiment you could try at home, and educational content that inspired me to dream of becoming a scientist. Throughout my school years, I participated in various math competition and research competition. In middle school, I experimented with styrofoam. In my first year of high school, I researched the effect of soursop leaves on a bacteria that causing urinary tract infection. And in the second year, I formulated an ointment from celery seeds for burn-wound infection. However, during the pandemic, I experienced a turning point. Spending most of my time at home made me realize how technology plays such a vital role in my daily life, which it sparked my curiosity. This curiosity ultimately led me to choose information technology as my major in university. I really enjoy my major because I love working with numbers, coding, and logical things. During my time in college, I have joined several communities and participated in a various projects. I became a member of a robotics community that focus on a traditional dancing robot, and I have also taken on several projects that center around artificial intelligence. Since then, I have realized I'm deeply passionate about artificial intelligence and robotics. I look forward to continue my journey in this exciting field and contributing to its advancement. Okay, and that's all for my introductions. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Lana. And the next one is from Mongolia, Myanmar Gareth Baldorf. So the mic is yours.
Yes. Hello, dear ladies and gentlemen. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sure. Okay, my name is Miga Baldosh. I'm a Russian education ambassador. I came from Mongolia to Russia 9 years ago. I got my bachelor's and master's degree at Electrical System Department of Moscow Power Engineering Institute. And now I'm a assistant and second year PhD student at the same department. I got my bachelor's and master's degree. Also, I started my career in Russian project company called Tep Engineering as a constructor engineer. And I worked there for 2 years. And recently I'm working as a laboratory assistant, also focusing on my research work. My research work is related with possible ways of developing electrical system of Mongolia with isolation energy system and distributed generation. Now, at the moment, I am participating in International School on Ecology at the Department of Chemistry in Lomonosov Moscow State University. At the end, this is such an honor for me to be a part of this webinar to get a motivation and inspiration for the women who are successfully working in the field of career activity. And thank you so much for having me. Yeah, so and this is me in short introduction. So thank you.
Thank you so much. And then I think that's the Indian student still not in here. So we will continue with the Tunisian student.
So, yeah.
Hi,
Babola.
Google. Yeah.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We can.
Okay, great. So, hi again. My name is Mahbouba Boualeg. I'm 24 years old, and I'm a bioengineering student at the National Institute of Applied Science and Technology in my final year. And I'm also currently interning at the National Center of Nuclear Energy and Technology in Tunisia. My passion for STEM and what made me pursue STEM is actually I wanted to know how technology and biology can intersect to find solutions for real world challenges and problems. As a baccalaureate student, I graduated from high school in experimental science, and that's when I knew that I wanted to pursue something in STEM, more particularly bioengineering or anything in biology for that matter. My most impactful project, the first one is, and the one I'm most proud of, it's the one I'm currently working on, is studying the combination of E-beam irradiation and herbal extract as a way to extend the shelf life of multiple products, such as meat products. Also, I've been a part of a project that where I had the opportunity to analyze how AI can be a way to know how human microbiota can be an impact on our health. We took, for an example, to study that project, two diseases, colorectal cancer and fatty liver disease, and that made me realize that food security and and the health of society can be actually an impact on how our health can go. My motivation to pursue STEM was mainly brought up by how I got to know the process of how Marie Curie discovered the radiation, and that was an example of resilience in the face of challenges, as women in science has always been guiding. Like many women in STEM, I faced my share of challenges, as in Tunisia, we can face a couple of challenges in the research field. And looking ahead, since I graduate in a couple of months, I aspire to pursue a PhD or a fellowship abroad in microbiology, virology, or molecular biology, focusing on food irradiation and shelf life studies. And my long-term goal is to lead research and contribute to sustainable food practices and global food sustainability. Thank you for having me. That's pretty much it. It sums me up in my courses in research field.
Thank you so
That's
much.
my girl.
So the next one is from Kazakhstan. So the mic is yours, Nargis.
Good afternoon to everyone.
Hi.
So first of all, I'm glad to be a part of today's events. So my name is Nargis, and I'm a fourth-year student in the innovation program at Tomsk State University of Control Systems and Radio Electronics. At the same time, I work at the international IT company, which called Rubius, where I handle marketing, IT education on social media. The project I'm currently working on is all about marketing innovations and is closely tied to my job. So it's going to be the basis for my final qualification work, I think. So at the faculty where I study, we really focused on interdisciplinary training. That means we are not just learning technical stuff, but also how to be entrepreneurial. So a big part of our studies involves working on projects that can turn into real startups. So the faculty is great supporting students and offers a networked educational model, which lets us take part in every exchange programs and gain experience from every top universities, like in Russia, like in abroad. At university, I'm engaged in student life, like I'm a young trainer and curator for the first year students. And I'm a head of student union at my faculty. So I'm inspired by my professors, I think. And the first of all is my brother, who also graduated from my faculty, Faculty of Innovative Technologies. And now my brother runs his own digital marketing agency for small and big businesses. So I think the opportunities provided by the university is helped me to balance my studies and work, allowing me to grow in my chosen field. So I think that's all. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much, Nargis. Very interesting one. So, dear participants, so we already listened. They're introducing, from 4 students, because the one who is coming from the India not yet in here. I think, Katerina. She still has the difficulty.
Let's call Fasna. Are you here? Just to check. Maybe she.
Fasna?
Fasna. No. Actually, no.
Yeah. Okay, let me continue. So thank you, student, for introducing you. Now we are going to listen your interesting stories. So please tell us your interesting stories during your study in STEM, and then please give one question to speakers. So you can choose your speakers. Yeah. Lana, please.
All right. Thank you. Hi again. In this opportunity, I will share some of the meaningful experience I had during my college years. When I first started in this major, I have to admit that I didn't have any basic programming skills. As I previously mentioned, during my school years, my experience was mainly focused on research in biology and chemistry. It was intimidating because some of my classmates already knew how to code and some were even familiar with several programming languages. Additionally, my first year course didn't focus much on the programming. It because my major is in the Faculty of Engineering, so I have to study basic engineering course first, such as calculus and linear algebra. And feeling like I needed more practice, I decided to learn outside of class. In my first year, I joined a robotics community that focused on a traditional dancing robot, and I became a programmer in the team. Even though my robotics friends were much more skilled than I was, I was not afraid. I was not afraid to ask questions and learn from them. They guide me through learning by doing approach. Then whenever I had some free time, I will try to explore and learn things on my own too. Eventually, we compete in the Indonesian robotics competition in 2023 and we won a second place. What I love most about this team is the sense of a family we have built. Everyone is willing to help and we support each other, both during practice season and in the competition. And I feel that is one important thing that must be present in teamwork. I never regret joining this team because it has helped me not only improve my skills but also grow personally. Next, in my second year, my coursework in college start diving deeper into IT field, and I'm sure you all have heard of artificial intelligence tools like ChatGPT. Honestly, it's helped me a lot with my studies. Most of my assignments are assessed by AI. Because of that, I find AI truly fascinating and incredibly powerful, which it sparked my interest in this field. Then, along with my friends, I decided to begin working on a research project. The project focused on developing a drowsiness detection tool for car drivers, and the detection process is utilized machine learning technology, which is a part of artificial intelligence. And from the hardware side, we plan to include a buzzer and spray asset triggers to help keep the driver awake. Moreover, this tool will also integrate with an application to provide alarm notification and suggest nearby rest areas. Yep, and the reason I chose this project is my interest in artificial intelligence and the high number of car accidents due to drowsy drivers in Indonesia. We are currently working on this project now and preparing it for a national scientific competition. Through all of this experience, I have realized that simply attending lectures, sit and listening to presentation, and taking a midterm or final exam isn't not enough for me to truly excel in this field. I need more. I need a practical experience, especially in IT. Teamwork is a big part of many projects. That's why joining community has been so valuable for me. It has helped me develop my teamwork skill and better understand how to apply what I have learned in this class. Beyond all the story, of course, there were times when I felt overwhelmed, juggling my coursework, community activities, and project was challenging. And there were moments when I doubt whether I could handle it all. But every time I felt like giving up, I remind myself why I started. I focus on my long-term goals and the passion that drove me to pursue this path. I realized that growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone. It happens when you push yourself even when things get tough. Okay, and lastly, from my story and from the presentation, I would like to ask one question for Dr. Sihem Jebri. Previously, I would like to say thank you for your insightful presentation. I truly appreciate the inspiring perspective you share with us today. My question is, as an engineering student, I even noticed that women are still underrepresented in STEM. Even in my robotics team, I'm the only woman in my division. This has made me curious about how we can create more opportunities for women in STEM. Like, in your opinion, how important is or what role do you think collaboration across different countries or cultures in promoting women in STEM and that can drive a global solution? And that's all from me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Lana. So, Dr. Sihem, you can answer her question.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Lana Diwani, for your question and for your introducing yourself as well. You are struggling to be involved in STEM field. Yes, in my opinion, I think that collaboration and be involving in projects, in international projects, it will allow you to be involved in STEM field. I think that now international projects are some international projects are designed for women, are designed for girls, and they prioritize girls on other members. Okay, so you can find also some fellowships, international fellowships that are designed only for girls. Okay, like Maria Sklodowska fellowship. And we can go most far. There are projects designed as well for small communities, women in small communities like African girls, Asian girls, and girls with disabilities as well. So you can apply on these projects along with your mentor or your supervisors, and seize the opportunity to have not only research activity, but as well the funding to go on in this research activity. Okay. As well, trainings and workshops, and I prefer hands-on trainings and to be present in those trainings, not only virtual trainings. Helps you to have more you know more people, more other people in other countries who have specific projects and trainings and workshops designed for girls. Okay, that's in my opinion what I think.
Thank you so much, Sihem, for your answer. It's very inspiring one. And also, Lana, thank you for your question and your inspiring stories. Now we are asking the Mongolian ones, Mongolian student, Myanmar Garab. Yeah, we want to.
It's Miga. You can call me Miga. Yeah.
Miga?
Yeah, sure.
Miga, yeah. And then you can give a question to the other two speakers, so you can choose one of them.
Okay, I have a question for Dr. Irina, because I am attending the international school and college, and now I'm at the chemistry department of Moscow State University. And I have a question. How has your experience influenced your leadership and approach to personal and professional development?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Excuse me. You can tell us about your interesting story on STEM first. And
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
I want to share one story about the project of State Corporation of Rosatom. It's called Russian Nuclear Education Ambassadors. I joined this project 2.5 years ago, and this program is includes about 50 students, foreign students who are studying in Russia for in the technical universities. So I am the representing my country and my university. We are doing events and webinars for the foreign students who are planning to study in Russia. Yeah, and this program is project also making some good events like the women in this team. And
You have switched.
Miga, your mic is off. My mic is off. We can't hear you.
Please unmute.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, so is it okay now? Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you now.
So this is the project I want to tell the people who are participating in this webinar. So so go to my question again. I have a question to Dr. Irina. And how has your experience influenced your leadership and approach to personal and professional development?
Yeah, thank you very much for your question. And also I would like to tell you some compliments, because I have heard your Russian. It's perfect. And it's rather rare, but it is highly appreciated. On my opinion, if you are professionally very strong, your leadership could be simply developed. Because if your professional level, professional knowledge, understanding of environment, I mean, not only environment from a common point of view, but I mean, first of all, your understanding your colleagues, other points of view, it's a very good platform for leadership development. You have to hear people, you have to understand your colleagues, and you have to be professional. Profession is the first one. And communication with your colleagues, with your teachers, will help you a lot. And I suppose that you have all necessary features for your successful career development in Russia and in Mongolia. When I was a student, we had two Mongolian people in my group, my classmates. One of them was Nirgun Nerendo, another one Dorshkamjim de Barulyamba. I have heard that they were teachers at the university, and I wish our collaboration to be strengthened. Thank you.
And thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
your answer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you have any question? No. Thank you. Thank you, Mika. And now another student, Mabura.
Hi. Hi
Hi.
again. I'm gonna share my experience. Like, it's a tiny struggle that I had in the past couple of months when I had to choose my project for my end of studies project as a bioengineer. I struggled a lot to know what I have to do, because in our during the 5 years of studying bioengineering, you study a lot of fields. You can study pharmacology, immunology, food safety, microbiology. You're not actually specialized in one field, so that's actually a struggle when you wanna apply for different opportunities. So I was like, I did not know whether I wanted to apply abroad or not. But then having this dilemma, it made me realize that I wanted to stay in my country for now to make a difference, a tiny one, even so. And then when I came across the Center of Nuclear Science and Technology, I wanted to ask if they have any opportunities or they have any ongoing projects that I can be a part of as a student. And that's when I came across Mrs. Sihem Jebri, along with her friend and her co-worker, Mrs. Islam, and they helped me a lot to figure out what I really wanted. And they've been amazing supervisor, and that actually made the dilemma of knowing what I wanted to do a lot easier. And I wanted to tell you about this just to highlight the importance of good mentorship. It helps you a lot. It saves you a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a lot of stress as well. So I wanted to ask, since I graduate in a couple of months, like I said before, I wanted to know what are my question before is for Mrs. Nuri. My question is, what are the best ways for young scientists and engineers to engage in international collaboration and project? More specifically, how can a student like myself find and apply for opportunities abroad, since you've been abroad, obviously, when you did your presentation?
Yeah, Mbak Nuri, you can answer her question.
Okay, Mabuba, thank you very much for your insight. It's very interesting for your experience. In my point of view, maybe you can try every opportunity in front of your eyes, both abroad and inside your country. It's still okay for you to develop in STEM. So regarding the collaboration of your question, collaboration regarding the opportunity for especially student, especially in fields like STEM, can provide valuable experience and help build essential skills. And some key opportunities for a student to collaborate, first of all, such as, for example, research project. So university research group, joint research team within your university that focus on area of interest. Collaborating on a research project allows you to work closely with faculty and peers, contributing to meaningful inquiries. And then another one is regarding the interdisciplinary research. So engage in projects that involve multiple disciplines, allowing you to collaborate with students and professors from different fields, broadening our knowledge and approach to problem solving. And regarding the collaboration and the opportunity, there are internship and industry partnership. So for industry partnership, the parties participate in internship where we can work alongside professional in your field, of course. These experiences of real world application of your studies and opportunity to collaborate on project in experienced mentors. And then for the partnership with companies, also this is some opportunity. Some universities has partnership with industry that allows students to work on joint projects. So this can include research and development, product design, or solving specific industry challenges. And other, maybe you can also consider regarding student organization and clubs. Maybe in your university, there are some STEM clubs, maybe. So joining or form clubs focusing in specific STEM areas, for example, maybe in my daughter's school, such as robotic, coding, environment science, and so on. This club often collaborate on project competition and community outreach activity. And regarding the student organization, also there are professional associations. So many professional organizations have student chapters that provide network opportunities, mentorship, and collaborate project with other students and professionals. So collaboration is still, for me, collaboration is still a very good key to taking many opportunity. By taking advantage of this collaboration opportunity, maybe students or researcher, young student like you can gain valuable experience, build networks, and enhance their skills, and all of which are crucial for their academic and professional development. That's all from me.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Nuri, for your insightful answer. Now, the last one, Nargis, you can telling your nice story and then also a question. You can choose from those speakers now.
I didn't have any nice stories and I don't have much experience, I think, but from the last, I was engaged in creating a design for software for a Tom's company, like part of practice at my university. So based on this, I did various researches, visited their enterprise, and I really
You are freezing.
I think there is some issue with the connection.
Yeah. You can continue.
I have a question for Dr. Nuri. I really liked your speech. Your project was very interesting. So, what are the main difficulties you have faced when you trying to improve the safety of nuclear reactors in your country?
Yeah, Mbak Nuri.
All right, thank you very much, Nagis, for a very good question. So, improving the safety of nuclear reactors in Indonesia involves several challenges. One of the primary difficulties is the needed to continuously update and enforce regulatory frameworks to keep pace with global safety standards and technological advances. This process can be complex and requires effective coordination among various governmental agencies. And beside, we have public perception and acceptance of nuclear energy. This thing is also plays a crucial role as concern about safety can lead to resistance against a nuclear project. So this resistance can slow down and or complicate safety improvement initiative. And other things is regarding the environmental factors, particularly Indonesia's seismic activity, add another layer of complexity. As reactor must be designed and maintained withstand earthquakes and other natural disasters. And other is international collaboration is essential, but can be hindered by compliance with a global standard and access expertise. So finally, ensuring effective emergency preparedness and response is very crucial but challenging. So this required not only robust planning and regular drills, but also a seamless coordination with local authorities and emergency service, which can be difficult to achieve consistently across different regions. So Indonesia is a very large country with very many islands. And to addressing these difficulties requires a comprehensive approach that includes strengthening regulatory frameworks, investing in technology and human resources, and also engaging with the public to build trust and fostering the international collaboration. Thank you very much, Nargis, for the question. That's for me.
Yeah, thank you, Nuri, for your answer. It's very. Are you satisfied, Nargis? You have to be satisfied. The Indonesia is very complex one, yeah. Thank you, Nuri. Now, we still have time, Katerina. Is there any, we will give to the participants, is there any, or maybe the previous students, do you have any question? Yes, Ayu? You can on cam.
And we see, yes, that two people raise their hands. So yeah.
Yeah, but we will let the previous students first.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity and thank you for having me today. The stories and experiences shared by all the speakers were both inspiring and amazing. So in this opportunity, I would like to ask about mentorship. How important is to have mentors and role models been in your career? How we can have a mentor and what is a good way to ask them to be our mentor? Also, do you have some advice for young women seeking mentors in STEM? That's my question. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ayu. Maybe Irina can answer Ayu's question.
Yeah, thank you very much for your question. As I have mentioned, to select the relevant and reliable mentor could be very beneficial for your career development. What is recommended? First of all, this mentor shouldn't be your boss. Ideally, this guy should be higher than your boss in this or in parallel sector. In this case, you will receive independent opinion and independent recommendations and advices. They could give you some hints, some insights, just to understand the positioning, your positioning, and what is the most important, opportunities where you could go, what are the vacancies in your company, what is the best way for training, for example. And this is not a science to select mentor. It's rather art, I would say. Yeah, just keep your eye on 360 degrees. Yeah, look around. Identify people whom you respect and talk to them, asking them about this opportunity, be open with them, trying to be open. It means you have to clearly identify and articulate your goals and ask them about this opportunity. The best way to communicate with a mentor is not at the office. It's better to go to the cafe just to chat about your life in general. And during this talk, you could identify, is he suitable for you or not? Is he ready to be your mentor or not? So this is just a diplomatic, some sort of diplomatic work for you. Thank you. And I wish you great success in doing this.
Thank you, Irina. Have a great success, Ayu. Now we will let Pak Muhtar Ahmad, so you can give your question in here. Please on cam. Yeah. Mic-nya, Pak. Please unmute your mic, please.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, especially for my distinguished the moderator. I have heard from the speaker, Dr. Sihem, Miss Irina Svyato, kemudian Dr. Nuri, all of the speaker stressing that for the success in STEM, we must from the young age, the skill from the age, and the family support and the happy family. So what I want to ask, can you tell me or tell us the local wisdom, how to maintain the young age to get success in the future, and the maintain the family from we are single after married, and after that collaboration or managing the partnership. Thank you.
So which one of speaker do you choose?
I choose Irina Svyato.
Yeah, I do agree.
Because he said, because he said that time management skill need to be developed from a young age.
Yes.
And your family is the biggest value of your life.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Irina, please answer.
Thank you very much.
Beautiful
I have
question.
noticed that you tried to ask this question from very beginning.
Yeah. The local wisdom,
So
the local wisdom of your country, of Moscow, can make the young generation time management skill from young age, and the biggest value of family is the first. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. No, first of all, about the young age. Of course, your parents, you have to respect your parents. You have to be. I was very open with my parents, especially with my mom. She was like my friend. I could discuss with her any questions, any. And I was probably, because I was the only child in my family, yeah. And they did all the best to give me an excellent education and to support me during my life. When I was a postgraduate student and I had a small child, and my eldest son was very ill when he was a child, and my mom even stopped working at the age of 45 for 5 years just to support me because of health issues with my son. And one more, as for my husband, we were classmates at the university. We studied together. we I was 16 years old when I met him, and he was 22 years. He came to the university, joined to the university after his serving in the army. And my husband is really a hero, because when I went for a special program to the UK, twice to the United States, to Belgium, he was with 2 children at home, and at the same time he also developed his own career. He was the head of the production facilities for human recombinant insulin. So it was a very big burden. My parents lived 1,000 kilometers from Moscow. From time to time, of course, he helped us a lot, but the main burden was on my husband. And it's very important from men's point of view to recognize achievement of your life, of your wife, to respect her as a professional, not only as a home worker. Yeah. And if you love your wife and if you respect your wife, you will do all the best to support her in her career development. So these are, in my opinion, the background of this support is love and respect among all members of your family. And what is the most also very important is role model of your parents and culture in your family. Yeah. And so do you recognize it, do you feel it or not, your children will definitely pick up this culture of your family, and they will bring the similar culture to their own families. So this is my understanding. Thank you.
Thank you, Irina. So, Pak Muhtar, you have to be a role model of your children.
Yes, I have 2 children. The first
Yes.
children at Bandung for her degree. The second children at Jakarta at Telkom University. I will.
Okay, thank you, Pak Muhtar. So,
Well
yeah.
done.
Thank you,
You see,
Irina. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
probably two peanuts from my side. I just would like to add that, for example, I don't have daughters, but I invited, I have friends in France, and they would like their daughter to head on the job training when she was a student. She would like to have it on the job training in Russia. And I accepted this girl in my family, and she spent with us almost half a year. And she was very crying because she didn't like to leave Russia. And my elder son says, you see how crazy people become in Russia that they don't like to come back to Paris after this. So I really, I invite your children to Russia, and please tell them about our program, about Moscow State University. It's multidisciplinary and multinational universities. In my opinion, it's one of the best in the world. And so you feel that it's really, it's enrich us. And it will enrich them in their further international cooperation. Thank you.
Thank you, Irina. So I will give the last opportunity to Malia. Malia, please on cam. Malia Shabriana, yeah, you can deliver your short question. And which speaker are you going to choose?
Okay, actually, I have 2 speakers I want to ask the question. First, to Madam Sihem. I would like to ask the question about what motivates you to pursue the career in nuclear-related research? Yeah, and the other one for Ms. Nuri. So the question is, how do you see the future of nuclear energy in pollution in Indonesia? Because you're doing research a lot about nuclear safety and the other related things. So, because so far we don't have the nuclear power plant yet. So I would like to hear her opinion about nuclear energy in Indonesia.
So maybe you come from Indonesia, Malia?
Yes. Yeah, actually I graduated from the Institute of Nuclear Engineering in Batan, Yogyakarta. But I switched my career doing the research in the solar cells.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you for question. So Sihem, you can answer her question.
Thank you for the question, Miss Malia. Well, what motivates me the most? Well, I was in the when I was a child, I wanted to be a researcher. So I shifted from I wanted to be a researcher in physics and mathematics, but I shifted in natural sciences. Yes, but what the small wins that you have when you are postgraduated, the small wins like the paper you are publishing, when you see your efforts are gaining. So this what motivates you the most. As well, my family. I remember that when my husband asks my parents for my hand, she has my mother who has one condition. It's that I continue with my studies, and thanks to him, I continued my PhD after the marriage, and I raised my child, and he helped me a lot. Mr. Muhtar talked about the family, the support of the husband. Yes, so when you have a supportive family, especially when you are married, your husband, because he should share with you the responsibility of children. And when you see the small milestone achieved, then you are motivated. Despite the small moments when you are overwhelmed with many responsibilities, at some moments you have to draft a project, then you have to raise your kids, then you have some other works in the lab to mentor students and so on. So you have to devolve some of your responsibilities to your colleagues, to other people, and share your thoughts with them, share your problems with them, and then you can go on. Okay, that's it. I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sihem. And then Nuri, please.
Okay, thank you very much for the question. Very good question. We are the same major, right? So, in my opinion, the future of nuclear energy in Indonesia holds a significant potential, but it will require careful planning, investment, and public engagement. So, for example, I will tell you an overview of what the future might look like of the nuclear future in Indonesia. So energy security and diversification. So, for example, reducing the dependence of fossil fuel. As Indonesia continues to rely on coal and natural gas, nuclear energy offers a promising alternative to diversity, the energy mix. So this could enhance the energy security by providing a stable and reliable source for electricity, less susceptible and to price of volatility and environmental impact associated with the fossil fuel. And other is regarding meeting growing energy demand, so supporting economic growth. So with a growing population and economic, Indonesia's energy demand is expected to increase significantly in the coming decades. So nuclear energy could play a crucial role in meeting this demand. So especially in region where the renewable energy resource like solar and wind and less viable. And also, we have environmental benefits, reducing greenhouse gas emission and so on, and then technological infrastructure development, adoption of advanced reactor technology and so on, and also for the public perception and acceptance. So building public trust. So one, the biggest challenge of the future nuclear energy in Indonesia is public perception. Addressing concern about safety, waste management, and environmental impact will be crucial. So transparent communication, education, and community engagement will be key to building public trust and gaining support for nuclear project. So the future nuclear energy, in my opinion, in Indonesia is very promising. So with the potential to contribute significant to the country's energy security, economic development, and environmental goals. So, however, realizing this potential will require overcoming the challenges related to this condition. So public acceptance and regulatory oversight as well. So with careful planning and collaboration, and we are the researcher also have a very crucial position. So nuclear energy could become a key component of Indonesia's energy strategy in the decades to come. So that's from me. Thank you very much for the question.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mbak Nuri, for the answer. Thank you so much, Mbak siapa namanya? Mbak Malia, yeah, for the question, and Mbak Nuri for the answer. So, ladies and gentlemen, we already run out our time. So 10 minutes after. And then we want to say we are coming to the end of today's insightful webinar on bridging science and society, women in STEM driving global solutions. So I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to all of the esteemed speakers, of course, for sharing their inspiring journey, valuable insights, and powerful story. And today's discussion has highlighted the incredible impact that women can have when they bring their unique perspective to the forefront of scientific and technological innovation. So I hope, yeah, before leaving this webinar, we can be motivated by what the speakers notice as a motivator. So, Ekaterina, if you have any message before we close this webinar, please.
Yeah, thank you, Geni. Yeah, and thank you everyone for today's such an inspiring talk. And it was really a great privilege to hearing all your stories and all your valuable advices. But we have a little announcement. So I will give floor to our colleague Olga. Yeah, she will share like some news. Yeah, Olga. Yeah, do you hear us?
Ladies and gentlemen, as one of the results of our
we can't hear you.
Please unmute your mic, Olga.
I can't.
No, we hear you. Okay, maybe like I know like what was the intention of Olga, because she want to announce that we organize our Telegram channel with the name Girls in STEM. So we shared the link for this Telegram channel in the chat. So please join, and we think it will be a great opportunity for our girls, for our young participants to like for networking, for collaborating, and also for you. Maybe they will find their own mentors, right? And yeah. For their future success. Welcome to our other webinars. Our next webinar will take place also on 4th of September, just in a week time, and we'll have also very amazing speakers there. And the focus of the next session will be on, like this HR perspective about soft skills, like about like market requirements and like professional development, something like this. Yeah, so welcome to our new webinar.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Ekaterina. Thank you for the speakers. Yeah, And thank you also for the students who are participation in very nice discussion today. Let's keep the conversations going, stay connected, and work together to inspire the next generation for female STEM leaders. Okay, see you on September 4. Bye-bye. Stay healthy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you for your cooperation. Yeah, thank you. It was wonderful to work with you like this way. Thank you.